Trudeau. Leave the kids alone, Doug Ford. These people are fed up. These people are fed up. No more cutting off genitals or mutilating children. That's over. The fringe is now the majority, guys. They can say fringe, but we're now the majority. So they can be condescending, but we are winning, and we are winning big.
No more silence! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence!
We had 2,700 viewers watching this. This is wild. I'm gonna walk around, guys. Don't worry. Get you some more views here from the protest. It's just like, look, I'm absolutely surrounded by so many people. I can't even walk around right now. There's so many people here, I can't even walk around. So, but I'm gonna work my way into this crowd here. Come up here, buddy. Take my spot. I want to get onto the hill here. Jesus is God. Yes, God is good. God is great. God is here today. I feel it. God is here. The unions failed. Yeah, they failed. They're gone. They're gone, guys. What I tell you, they showed up here for an hour, 2 hours. They booked their 8-hour work day, and then they left. These are lazy public service workers, guys. Did you expect them to be here the whole day? Please. These people do the minimum and ask for the maximum. Oh man, it's so packed. It's so packed. We're gonna walk through the crowd here. Another brick. Oh, they're playing Pink Floyd. We don't need no education.
Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence!
It's kind of funny that they had horses here and then they put away the horses. The fact that they even had horses here is ridiculous to begin with. People are praying here. Look at this. God is here with them today, praying. That's it, man. It's a beautiful moment. It's a spiritual moment today, guys. It's a very spiritual type of protest, man. The energy here is like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Oh, we got a counter protester. Okay. All right, guys. Look at the amount of people here, man. It's just wild. So many families, kids. It's beautiful. Huge turnout. This is what Canada... Why are the cops in the middle of the street when there's no counter protesters? They're literally useless. They're standing in the middle and they're blocking nobody from nobody. The counter protesters are all gone. The cops don't need to block the middle of the street. What are you doing? Like, there's literally... Is Dana gone?
Yeah, she'll be back.
She'll be back, I hope.
I'm pretty sure she'll be back. She's too addicted.
Right?
She's so addicted.
I know she'll come here alone versus 7,000 people. Is that hers?
Sure.
Oh, God. All right, guys. We're going to have a little 2-minute break here. I'm going to get my energy. What? What? The what?
Well, I don't want it on your camera.
Oh.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. So, I'm going to take a little 2-minute breather here, guys. Then we're going to get back into that crowd. Man, where are you guys watching this? Anybody watching this from the Middle East? Is anybody watching this from, I saw, what did I see today? I saw Australia, I saw UK, I saw a few countries here
again,
watching this live stream.
The major cities, they're seeing peaceful assembly. Some friction, I think, in Toronto.
From Nova Scotia, Denmark is watching. Poland is watching me. Wow, guys. I mean, yes, lots of Canada in here. Virginia, America, the United Arab Emirates is watching me. Taiwan is watching me.
Getting
Wow.
along.
Wow, there's people all over the world. It's not just North America here. Man, this is it's
got
powerful.
double
This
audio
movement is
playing
bigger
in
than just one country.
So let me see if I
Man,
can,
that's so awesome. Egypt is
rid
watching
of
me
that
right
double
now. What's
audio.
up, Egypt? That is wild. That is just wild, guys. I love it.
It's driving me crazy listening to it.
Lots of Canada here. We are the majority now, guys. Thanks for the super chat. Washington State, New Zealand.
Sorry,
Wow, New
found it hard
Zealand
to
is
talk
watching
when I've
this.
got
What
double
did he just
audio
write?
playing.
I'm in Montreal, but from the Philippines. Oh man, welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
there's one gone.
I'll report this. You should be ashamed. I'll report this stream to YouTube. Who is this goofy person? What's transphobic about my stream? Is my stream transphobic? Look, there's like some lefties who are crying. Good luck reporting my stream. I'm just gonna make it private after. I didn't say anything transphobic the whole time, but yeah, go and put labels on me, you mentally ill goofball. Switzerland is in the house, guys. Yeah, ignore the woke, right? Yeah, what am I even doing? Texas is here. Qatar is watching. What's up, Qatar? You have a great airline. I'd love to fly with Air Qatar. Poland is here again. Wow, man. Guys, can you guys see this, man? This is a movement that's not Canada. This is just across the whole world. I mean, there's people all over the world tuning into this live stream now. It's crazy. Yucatan. Damn, Mexico's in the house. Wild. Hello. Oh, the kids are watching my live stream. Who else is watching here on the live stream? Any other countries?
Yeah,
What is that? I think that is Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Wild. Man, Qatar Airways, yeah. One thing I watch, that's one of those little things I watch on YouTube, is I watch like airline seat reviews. It's like my like weird quirk. And yeah, man, those Middle Eastern airlines have like the sickest first class seats I've ever seen. Always looks amazing. I'm gonna get back into the crowd, guys. I'm just taking a 2-minute break here. Wonderful stream, man. Thank you, Magic Man. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Trying to show you guys what it looks like here on the ground in Ottawa at this protest. I want you guys to be here with me. For those who couldn't be here today, I want you to be here with me. Thanks for the super chat, Deb. I appreciate it.
We're gonna hold here to let the tail catch up so we don't stretch out for lots and lots. We just need to pause here for a minute to let the people at the back.
That should be the thumbnail right there. Lit.
Strong men up here! Strong men up here!
The flank is covered. See if we can get down the side here real quick. See if we can come around the corner still. They're still coming around the corner. Look at this, guys. All of this. We're at Fort and Broadway, and they're still coming around the corner. And we're still filling up the street, people. Still filling up the street. This is 1 million March for Children. Woo! Give my legs a break from walking backwards now. I'll put my heel stoppers on now. Everybody share this out. Get this out there in the world. Every social media, share it, share it, share. All right, we're moving. Leave our kids alone! 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 You're very welcome, Joyce. Anytime, any day, we will cover this. Just get off the crack.
This is Winnipeg, guys, if you're wondering.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this live until my phone dies. When we get to the ledge.
So this is alternative media, Winnipeg. I wonder if there, well, today in our community there was, one mainstream media reporter, guy that I know, we showed you on the stream, Elwood. Didn't see any other media there. I'm gonna check and see if any mainstream media outlets are covering this.
I do apologize in advance for the shaking. I do not have a gimbal.
Leave our kids alone! 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 Leave our kids alone!
The only way you can do it is share it out. Get it out there, everybody. Share, share, share.
Leave our kids alone! 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 Leave our kids alone!
Big crowds.
Leave our kids alone!
Really big crowds. Lots of police.
Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids
I was honestly so impressed with
Leave our kids
the way people treated each other in my town. I mean, they were literally saying, I love you, back and forth. Both sides. And hugging each other. I showed you.
Right now we're probably about 2 city blocks
What
long
a
right now.
contrast between that
From what I can
and
see.
everything we heard on that union Zoom call that was leaked, which was just full
There
of
you go.
fear
That's
and
the voice.
anger. And even what we had on our show last night with the people calling in, fearful. But you know, if there was any negative element to this today, it again has been overwhelmed by regular Canadians who have come out in huge numbers. And if there was anything negative, it's just been overwhelmed by this. Which is exactly what happened during the original Freedom Convoy, too. We're going back to Ottawa.
We're on the west side.
Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone!
1 second.
See if we can get down the side here. Look at that. All the way down there, boys and girls. It looks like 2 blocks. 2 blocks long. All right, we're moving again.
I'm gonna see, there's something coming out of Edmonton, I guess. Somebody's gonna send me this link. Hang on. Okay, here's Edmonton.
Principal, and was honestly quite shocked at the Would it be okay if I asked your daughter what makes her moan? She responded with mumbles this time. I now knew it was time for me to give the principal of my daughter's school a little grammar lesson. I said groan. I believe groan is the word you guys are thinking of. By the end of the day, I had an apology and the words were questions removed from all children's homework. Thank you. It's those undertones that we as parents must be aware of. We do not have to be manipulated into aiding and embedding our children into this type of environment. In fact, it is our duty to instill those morals and values that will serve them as a compass in life. My son, who is just a few months into grade 7, went to school to find a substitute teacher in the class. For most, this is fine. However, my son doesn't do well with change, for reasons that I'll explain a bit later. On the board, the teacher wrote their name as MX. My son had never seen this, so he asked what that meant. For anyone who doesn't know, this does mean
So far,
transgender.
the big counter-protest that the unions said they were putting together just has not materialized the way they said it was going to.
Global News had put out a report that monkeypox was predominantly being spread throughout the gay community. Now I must tell you, my son, who is autistic, is also a hypochondriac, which makes this next bit very important. After seeing that article and noticed that the teacher was about to hand out tests, he quietly walked out of the room with his EA following. Because of his fear of the distinct possibility of getting exposed, he requested a freshly printed test. Logical or not, he was scared. Upon revealing this, my son was labeled as a homophobic, belittled and berated by his school until he eventually ended up hiding in a room and calling me. He was hyperventilating and extremely upset, trying to convince me that he wasn't a homophobic, which of course I knew.
We'll be going back to Ottawa in a
This
moment.
is a good example of the coercive control going on in our school system. My son was verbally attacked by the school counselor because they were offended. In this moment, their need for him to conform was more important than his mental safety, with no willingness on their part to understand. Has the faith in our ability as parents diluted so much so that we are willing to allow the government to take control and put conformity in front of freedom of thought? The days of the government trying to take our place as parents is over. They might not like our morals and beliefs, but they are ours and they are not for sale. It is the government's job to aid and assist in the education for our children, and it is our job to set them up to be contributing members of society. I would like to end this with a promise to my children. I will raise you to be free thinkers and not drones, to be independent and not weak, and to be leaders and not followers. Most importantly, I will raise my voice. I will not sit back and watch as all of this injustice unfolds. Like my mother always said, hell hath no fury like a mother scorned. On remarch!
Can we give her an extra round of applause?
Scoot over that way to get the other side.
Yeah, you want to come around?
Yeah.
You know, what I love about her, people like her, is she has found her voice.
I'll follow.
She hasn't let the fear of a microphone or a sound system or a crowd stop her from speaking out.
Okay. Let's go back to Ottawa. Here, we'll go to Winnipeg for a minute. Okay, here comes Winnipeg. There we go. speeches going on. Okay, back to the pleb.
Mr. Trudeau, to Mr. Ford, to Mr. Legault, to our school boards, and to the teachers.
I'm trying to get up to the stage here, guys.
Here's the message. Hands off our children!
Should I,
Yeah, we'll just get a little different feed here. Yeah, I think we're going to go back to Toronto for a moment. Okay, Toronto. Okay, let's go to Ottawa. Josh Alexander, about to speak. Here we go.
and the audio's not very good.
They told me that I was a threat to the students. I wasn't allowed to attend class. Anybody who was seen associating with me in my demonstration would be banned from transportation to school, and that they wouldn't be allowed on certain sports teams apparently. And they weren't given any suit in good standing. So I ended up having almost 200 counter protests.
Oh, froze up. Sorry, the feed is freezing. We'll get it back. Let me just take it down for a second. We'll flip to something else while that gets rejigged. Here we go. Okay. I believe this is Winnipeg again.
Louder! Louder!
A lot of people here. It's awesome to see. Good, how are you doing?
Good.
too. Didn't think I was going to get around that crowd, so it's awesome. Yeah.
It's a good turnout.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Trying to find George.
Oh, I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, he's here somewhere.
Slide back over to Ottawa. There we go.
Protect the kids. Hands off our kids.
Thank you, Josh. And Josh mentioned politicians, and I would like to make note of one politician that we've got today. He's an old friend of mine. When I worked on the Hill, he was a damn good cabinet minister in the Stephen Harper government. He's a damn good man who stands
Here comes
for
Max.
principles. And Maxime Bernier is right over here.
And it's frozen again, so we'll grab another stream here. Here we go.
That's great.
It's like charcoal.
Apparently I'm colorblind. I guess I'm colorblind today. I don't know.
So Winnipeg.
Very beautiful turnout here today. Very, very beautiful. See if we can get in the middle of this one here, guys. Kids alone. Hello again from Dublin. Still goes a long ways, people. There's still a lot of We're gonna go back up top. Oops, sorry. My bad.
Okay, we got another feed coming in. Here we go. I believe we're going back to Ottawa.
Hi.
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I love your show. I
Yeah?
love you a lot, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Melissa.
Melissa?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Did you just get here? Or?
I'm on my lunch. I work here.
Oh, you work on the hill?
Yeah. Well, not there, but down the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you in politics?
I'm into watching all about it and seeing what's going on. Following it very closely.
Yeah?
Love Viva, so I got introduced to you from Viva.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a buddy. Man, thanks for watching, man. It's crazy. I'm just walking around. The amount of people who come say, "Oh, I watch your show." It's very flattering.
I know, it's pretty cool, right? Because you don't realize just how many people you're reaching until like
YouTube is huge. YouTube is massive. I had no clue. But nice meeting you. I'm gonna keep walking around.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melissa. Take care. All right, we're back to 1700. All right, so we regained 700 viewers.
Shit.
Hey,
Recognize you, buddy.
you recognize me?
Good job.
Thank you, man.
I watch you all the time.
You watch me all the time? What's your name?
Igor.
Igor.
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian Igor, man. Nice to meet you, Igor.
You're the reason I'm down here, man. I was watching.
We're gonna flip back to Winnipeg. Here we go.
Yeah, check it out. I covered the whole thing all the way down here, so Winnipeg Alternative Media.
I'm his older brother, Isaiah.
Isaiah, Tom, pleasure to meet you, sir. Awesome. This is a great turnout.
This is great, wonderful.
Very wonderful.
I haven't had good protests like this in like years.
Last year was mine. The Freedom Convoy. That was a good one. I like that one.
Leave our kids alone! 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 Leave our kids alone!
This guy deserves a standing ovation here. He's been screaming at the top of his lungs the whole entire way down the road.
Leave our kids alone!
Yeah!
Yeah! Leave our kids alone! I'm not gonna kids.
You're a kid. Sorry? Yeah.
Hello? We need to make a space down the middle. They're bringing the shelters back. I don't know, hey, I don't know what community it belongs to.
Okay, back to Ottawa. Got something going on here.
We're not stopping you from doing that. Stop pushing it on us.
That's it. Be you. That's it.
Here we go. It's starting to get interesting now. Let me just get you on the sidewalk. What are you gonna do? You gonna move around? What are you gonna do?
Stay away from my kids.
Don't record me. He doesn't want to be recorded.
No more silence. No more silence.
All right, the cops are here now. The cops are here now.
Tell me why Toronto cops are here. Toronto is burning at the moment, and they send the cops up here. No more silence. You're telling me Toronto doesn't have enough problems that need to be resolved right now. Instead of being sent up here.
Not drag queens. We need doctors.
I got you, bro. Don't worry about it, man.
We need to invest in their education. We need to teach them finance.
Yes.
Violence.
Yes.
Law. Farming. Literally, there's so many other things. It doesn't matter if it's straight or gay. They don't need sexual education.
No more silence.
We need doctors. Do you not realize that? We need doctors. The classroom doesn't have space for sexual education. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone.
No more silence.
Leave the kids alone. 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 Leave the kids alone.
Thanks for the super chat.
Leave the kids alone. 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 Leave the kids alone.
No more silence. 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 No more silence.
Getting good now.
No more silence. 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 No more silence.
When they show whose rights, you show human rights.
No more silence.
The classroom has no room for sexual education. We need to invest in the future of our children.
A lot of weird. All right, guys, it's getting lit now.
Don't let this smell, bro. Go home. Go home. Go to home. Go to home. You smell like group big, bro. My group very big. Go home. What
The kids are busier with TikTok than reading.
Go smell. You are sad. Look. Too small.
Roast him, roast him.
Yeah.
Roast him.
Too small. No more silence. Bye bye. Go to home.
The protesters had a bigger crowd than the counter protesters today, so big victory
Back
here.
to Winnipeg. Here we go.
Yes, finally the population is waking up, Peter. Absolutely, buddy. Ooh, my calves are burning though. I'm walking backwards. Alright, let's go back up to the hill. So much hills.
Okay, back to Ottawa. Some counter-protesters did come back, maybe a dozen or so. And police are kind of surrounding them to protect them. There we go.
Day to be here.
It was 130 unions were supposed to be part of it.
And then they got to go back home to work.
It's all over the country though. Like there's rallies in other towns. I'm looking forward to seeing like what the rallies look like in these other countries, other provinces.
Good job, Clint.
Danny! Tabarnak, comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, toi?
Ben oui. Excellent, merci.
Good job, man.
Tu m'écoutes sur YouTube?
All the time.
Really? Respect, bro. I used to come say hi to you guys, and now I'm back in Montreal making videos. I'm happy you guys can keep in touch through the YouTube channel.
You're good.
Thank you, bro.
Like it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Nice turnout, huh?
Man, a huge turnout, right?
I know.
Like way bigger.
And, we're not done either.
The counter protest is very small.
Nobody's leaving.
No. There's so many cops here. They had horses here this morning, Danny.
They had a horse festival.
Yeah, but they left.
Yeah, they gone. Don't need that here.
Don't need horses here. What an exaggeration. Yeah. There's no violence here. You know? Calgary just getting going. All right.
I wish I have protection like this when I come and protest.
Yeah, right.
Sex education will not protect children from pedophiles. Sex ed will not protect children from pedophiles.
It will protect them from disease and unwanted pregnancy.
It will not protect from pedophiles.
He is a pedophile.
You think so?
I know so. Anybody stands up for that? He's got an ulterior motive. He likes to see little kids.
I feel bad for these people. Like, they're very confused and sad, and you don't see much happiness in these people, man. They've been lied to. All right, I got to get out of the sun before I lose my internet connection. But yeah, some counter protesters here. Some protesters. Huh? Oh, sure. All right, guys, I'm signing an autograph. All right, guys, I just signed my first autograph here. What do you guys think?
Love you, my friend.
What's your name?
Frank Peters. I do all the truck gas stuff.
Yeah? Nice to meet you, Frank.
I was here in Ottawa and everything.
Yeah, I was here too. No one knew who I was when I was here.
Nice to see you in person.
Nice to see you too, man.
I follow everything you do.
Yeah.
I share everything you do.
Really?
Push it, push it, push it. I'm subscribed. Like,
yeah.
I push my friends. If you want to watch real TV, current news, like daily, just watch the club. And Rebel 2 and as well.
Yeah, of course.
True North and Western Standard. There's so many good news outlets that are just showing you the videos and letting you make some decisions, right? And then, ratio somebody if you can. I love you for that, too.
I love it.
Thank you, sir. You're doing a great service.
We're putting in the ratios, man. One ratio at a time. The liberals are getting ratioed on every tweet they put out. Nature is healing, brother. Thank you, brother. Nice to meet you. All right, guys, we're still here. What do you guys want me to see? Very beautiful women here on the protest side. I can't really say that about the counter protesters. Not many attractive counter protesters, but a lot of attractive family first people, love to see it. Hi.
Welcome to Ottawa, guys.
What's your name?
My name is Ashley.
Ashley, would you like to say anything to the live stream right now?
Oh, most definitely. These guys, they need to leave the kids alone. It's all about the education, not the indoctrination.
That's right. Good message. All right. Ashley says, stop indoctrinating the kids, man. Stop indoctrinating. Yes. Christ phobia. Where do you guys think those girls are from? Are these like Mormons or I think they're like Amish or something? I don't know, but I like that traditional look. I'm not gonna lie. Nice traditional wife. I bet she like churns her own butter and stuff, Pierre has a lot of work to do.
Look at him.
Oh, we got a troll in the show.
Why this line?
It's probably moved back
Hold the line, hold the line.
Go right back to the station. You should probably go right back to the station, dude.
Does it about make you think of that movie? Look at this.
Okay, let's
Oh, we got more.
Peg. We lost our audio.
Okay, we're waiting for Shadow Davis to come up so we can get things started again. So Shadow, wherever you are, come on up. Typical Shadow hiding in the background somewhere. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Shadow Davis.
Hey guys, I bashed myself in the mouth with this microphone. Last time I was standing up on these steps speaking to this many people, I got a $1,296 ticket. I am so honored and happy that you guys are all here today and that we're all standing shoulder to shoulder, brothers, sisters, in the name of protecting our children. Make some noise for yourselves. These kids right here, these kids, yeah, go ahead, stand right here, make sure, wave. Everybody's got to be seen. We're here today to stop the sexual, I want to say these words.
Okay, let's go to Calgary.
Right?
Brother and sister, under the banner of God who created us, and He does not make a mistake. Our Creator does not make a mistake. Our Creator, when He sent Jesus, peace be upon Him, to the humanity, He sent Him out of womb of a woman, because the women are the source of humanity. Brothers, like I said it many times, a man could be anything. Anything except one thing. No man on this earth could become a woman. But I'll tell you one thing about a woman. A woman, she's a lion. She's a mother. She's the father when he needs to be. She's the uncle. She's the brother. She's every man in her child's life, because the woman is the source of the humanity. Here's my brother, Leave our kids alone. Brothers, we gotta start protesting in 4 minutes. Buralian. No, we have to. Yeah. Show me the other side. Yes. Wait. Wait till that moving truck get away, and then we'll go. The moving truck can move, and we'll go. Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! We come in peace! We come in peace! We come in peace! We come in peace! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Brothers, we gotta march. Sister Rebecca, she is going to be the lead there in a few minutes. But I want to tell each and every one of you, it's not an advice. Please, it's a very high demand. Listen.
Froze, sorry.
And show respect to the police. I know they're putting some earplugs not to hear us, but try to pay attention to them, listen to them, and stay on the right-hand side. We're not here to instigate any violence. We have a plan, Trevor. So, Rebecca will be standing on the right side. We're going to go from this side on the right.
will be walking, marching behind her. Please try to show respect. Try to show them we are civilized, respectful, and most honest people. We have no hate toward anyone. They are here to instigate hate, but we're not here to instigate hate. We love them and respect them, even though if we don't agree with them. There's no question. We don't agree with their lifestyle, but we respect them. They are our brothers and sisters in humanity, or whatever gender they are. We still respect their choice. All we're asking is to leave our kids alone. So like I said, we need to stay to the right. Please pay attention to the police. Security and safety of our children must be the highest priority. For those who go close to the sidewalk, to the street, try to hold arm in arm, because we don't want any kids to get loose out of the marsh and we'll get any of our kids hurt. We're here to protect our children and to show our children they must be lions to fight for their future and to know what's going on. We're not teaching our kids any hate. We're teaching our kids reality. Reality. You know, our kids should know there's some people sometimes can't stand on the wrong side. Our kids should know there's some people are confused. Our kids should know the teacher doesn't say the truth all the time. Some of those teachers are criminals. So we need to tell teachers, you cannot poison our kids' mind. I don't care what your personal agenda. And for every parent, when your son or your daughter tells you, my teacher told me you should raise a flag, there's issue with that teacher. Whenever you hear the teacher told your son, do not tell your parent, that's a problem with that teacher. We need to pay attention. We cannot let any hyena or predator take control over our kids. So like I said, please, the policemen, the authority are working so hard to provide us safety and security.
Then they protect the children.
Yeah, I know, and they will protect their children, they protect the adults and stuff. Please show them respect and listen to them and try to stay within control. Don't let anyone instigate you. Have your camera, have your recording. If anyone comes, you feel he's shady, trying to instigate a problem, scream loudly, get the police to know. We don't want to get physical and point that guy as intruder. Because yes, trouble could happen because there's some people are there to create problems. We are here peacefully and friendly, and we need to tell the whole universe, our kids, our choice. 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 Leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone.
Leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone. We come in peace. We come in peace. We come in peace. We come in peace. Leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone.
Rebecca, are you ready?
Leave our kids alone. My kids, my life. My kids, my life. My kids, my choice. My kids, my choice. Let kids be kids. Let kids be kids. Let kids be kids.
Let kids be kids. Brother, we're writing history. We're writing history of how people could protect their kids. In 100 years from now, people gonna remember at the small city of this universe called Calgary, because by then the NWO might change the universe if they want as a devil. But they're gonna write down a group of Calgarian kids from all faith and race stood up side by side to protect the future, to protect their kids, and to tell each and every devil out there, there is God and there is angel and there is a free human being to protect and to defend our children. So I want to tell you now, we are ready to march. Please follow Sister Rebecca to the right side. I want you to carry a flag, or someone beside you to carry a flag. Before you go, maybe send someone there. Rebecca, you good to go? Can you have someone with you with the flag?
He's going to be going down into the front.
Brother, with the Canadian flag, can you go to the front? We love all the alphabetic, not just the LGBT, man. We love all the alphabetic. Even in Chinese, I love them. I can't read them, but I love them. Okay, let's just start our peaceful march. Khaled, Hamid, you gotta stay here.
Shadow around the corner?
Yes, we can shot around the corner. Hope it clicks down. Yo, brothers, how are you?
Have a good march.
Thank you. Thanks for doing that.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, sweetheart. How you doing?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Oh, I see. You can't jump over there. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Okay. My 51-year-old knee shouldn't do that.
Okay, one bad second do that.
Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone!
And I should correct something. A couple of times I went to a feed that I said was Toronto, and it was actually London. This is Calgary. back to Ottawa for a moment. It looks like there's something happening there.
Have your own protest. Stay home. Somebody else. Stay home.
The trans people are leaving. Oh, they arrested that kid? Is that what's going on? Okay, they arrested an Arab teenager. Yo, free the Habibi! Yo, free the Habibi! Yallah! Free the Habibi! Habibi! Free him! Free this man! Oh shit, they're screaming Allah Akbar at the cops now. All right, I'll give you arrested.
For what?
I don't know. Trans activists are retreating with a massive... All right, guys. Things are getting tense right now, man. You're tuning in at the right time. Things are, a lot of emotion right now, a lot of energy. Yeah, we're going to probably see some arrests soon. We're going to see things like boil over, so hang in there. It's starting to get crazy. It's a beautiful protest. Now it's a little crazy. What the fuck are the cops in the middle of the street for? Like, why are they blocking the middle of the street? I don't get it. Because, like, it's like, why are they blocking the middle of the street? All right. Well, we're going to walk around. We're going to figure out what's going on here. So, one arrest so far. Christine almost got arrested. Let's see what else.
I guess we'll go around.
So we're going to go walk around and see. Maybe we can marry one of these Amish chicks. I like traditional women. They look traditional as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. All right.
Things going on. They're distressed. They need to be cared for. We're not against the children. We need to care for them.
So giving speeches.
These children.
Let's get back to the trans activists, guys. That's where the fun is.
I agree.
Super chat from.
Oh, look, it's the flag.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Why do you support Polyev?
What?
Why do you support Polyev?
Because I hate Trudeau's guts, and I need this guy gone.
Why do you support the blue version of Trudeau?
You say that's the blue version of Trudeau?
Yeah, I mean, look at.
What's up?
You want to fight tomorrow?
Do I even have money on me? I don't think I have money on me.
You got carry cash.
I might have cash.
Digital currency
Come back.
coming, bro.
Yeah, thanks to Pierre, right? All right, guys. Thanks for the super chat, doobie-doo. Peace out. All right, guys. Yeah, let's go see what's going on with the trans activists. So I'm gonna try and play gotcha with Pleb, with Pierre. Yeah, I support Pierre, man. You can kiss my ass if you don't support Pierre. That's my boy. Even though he's not here. It would be cool if he was here, but I think it's political suicide if he shows up here. With the way the mainstream media works, they're just going to slander him, get called a anti-gay, anti-transphobe or whatever. It's probably not the politically right move to show up to this thing.
It gives you the opportunity to choose.
All right, guys.
Politics out of our lives.
All right, so there still are some trans activists here. The other ones retreated. Man, I really need something to drink. Hi.
I follow you.
Yes?
Yes, I came down. I'm like, I gotta meet the club.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Heather Kelly. How are you?
Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for showing up. Where'd you drive down from?
Wow, you
Thanks for being here, man. What an amazing turnout, eh?
Right? It's insane. I bet you they're flying their faces off when they're going to say hello.
Yes, 100%. That's why I'm live streaming it.
Right?
So that I have all the receipts.
That's exactly why I came down.
That's right. Thanks for showing up. All right, guys. Another viewer of the channel said hello. Love the fans, man. Love the fans. Let's go see what's going on around here. Let's see what the cops have blocked off. Get it in, she said. Bro. Get it in. I just got back from a vacation. All right, get her number, pleb. Man, the Spanish women love me, bro. When I was in the Caribbean, man, there's no shortage of beautiful women throwing themselves at me. It was wild. What's going on, bro? You look like Salt Bay on a super diet.
Sure, thank you.
With the glasses.
Did you see what happened? Why you got arrested? I saw.
What?
Well, they ripped apart a pride flag from a woman's hand.
Wow.
And then like 20 of them like started stomping on it.
Oh my God! No one got footage of that?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah,
well.
it's gonna be published, and so police came in just like. And then
Okay, so they ripped a pride flag off someone and started stomping it, and that's why they got arrested.
Yeah, police came late, but yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy footage.
Wow.
Check it out, yeah.
I wish I was there. Wish I was there.
Don't worry, bro.
There's so many people here. It's hard to be at the right place at the right time.
I know, so many things happening. That's why, it's good to have more than one camera all around. We're an ecosystem.
What are you talking to Kian right now?
Yeah, I'm
What's Calgary looking like right now?
Calgary, yeah, there's another protester. I actually sent my brother there to cover it.
Yeah.
Again, big numbers showed up in front of the federal building. Actually, I'll show you the video right now.
Because I'm hearing big numbers in Montreal. I'm hearing big numbers in Toronto.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just here. Like, here's huge. Is this you?
No, that's not mine. I'm not a protester.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a protester. All right.
How do you keep that battery like? Mine's dying.
I'm hooked up to a battery pack the whole time.
Good. Are you still live?
I'm still live.
Oh, wow.
Still have 1,900 viewers right now. It's wild.
Wow.
I had 2,700 viewers during the march. Wow. Yeah, people from all over the world, bro. Kuwait, Qatar, Scotland, New Zealand. People. I'm asking people where they're from in the chat.
Have you ever seen a more diverse crowd in Canada?
No. This is what Canada is. This protest represents Canada very well. And I did not see a lot of diversity on the other side.
I mean, the other side was yelling, whose streets? Our streets. It's like there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
And then there's a few thousands of these people. So I don't know whose streets it is.
You know what I liked about seeing today? I would say, like, my favorite thing was seeing the Muslims wrapped in the Canadian flag, wearing the cape. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see one fucking Canadian flag on the other side with Antifa. Not one. Not one. So the Muslims who are here protesting love their country more than those people on the other side. Truly.
I'm grateful for it.
What?
That the police caged them in and left them there so they couldn't do anything. The opposition.
Yeah.
They caged them in. They didn't let, when we got going, they're gone now. So that says we win.
We did win.
We won.
They brought police horses here.
Yeah.
You saw them in the morning, right? There was like 6 police horses down there. They got rid of them. What a ridiculous overreach to bring horses for this.
They were worried because of them there. Because they're the ones who threatened us.
Okay, they're the violent ones.
Yeah, they're the ones who were threatening. They were saying that they would come and intimidate us and everything. But the police, I want to thank the police that what they did, they kept them caged in. They didn't allow them to pass that line. And then when we started walking, they all kept all around them so they couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Now they're gone. I don't know if there's any left even. So I think it's very good.
There's a few trans activists left.
Yeah,
kudos to them. They're pretty brave for being here in a crowd this large. All right, I'm here with Mocha. He's going to show me some footage here from Calgary. Give him a follow on Twitter, Mocha. I featured him, all the Leave Our Kids Alone clips that I played from Calgary on my channel. Those all came from him, so give him a follow, man. Amazing journalist.
So this is what happened. I'll show it to you in a minute.
Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. They ripped the.
Yeah.
This is what. They ripped the pride flag off her.
Yeah, the action.
Wow.
The action hasn't begun yet. Keep watching.
Okay, guys, what? Can you guys see this in the chat? Wow, they ripped the pride flag off her. Okay, here we go. And they started stomping it. Oh my God. Wow. Damn. Damn. That's going to trigger some lefties. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thanks for covering this event, man. Really valuable. No problem, brother. Appreciate it. Look at these kids. They're stomping the pride flag. The cops are coming in. Oh, yeah. The mother's like, get out of there. They got him. They got him. Okay, so that's why he got arrested. Yeah, that's pretty wild. That wasn't in Calgary. That was in Ottawa, guys. That was the arrest we saw earlier where they had Habibi there surrounded. Now I know what happened. So we're going to walk around again. We're going to try to get some more footage, man. Man, it's almost 4 hours I've been live streaming right now. This is crazy.
That's insane.
I've been 3 hours, 51 minutes. Usually I come here and I just do Twitter clips. But now that my YouTube channel's bigger than Twitter, I'm just live stream it, I guess.
You're a very dedicated guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoy your lives.
You watch my, I don't do live streams, I just do premieres. So they show up live, like when I initially post it. People could chat for like, but yeah, all my uploads appear as live. It's called a YouTube premiere. You can put super chats, you can chat. But you watch my show?
That's pretty smart. Yeah, I do. You show my videos. Of course I watch.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what does Pleb say?
Bro, I watch anytime, like, amazing footage, bro. I'm trying to show footage from everywhere, trying to bring it into one centralized place where people can watch clips from all around the internet, and it's going good, man. The channel's killing.
Yeah, it's pretty good day so far.
Did you fly here?
I did, from Calgary.
Yeah?
I was actually headed to Toronto, but then didn't.
I saw a picture of you sleeping in your car.
Well, sometimes you gotta do what you need to do.
It's beautiful, man. It's a struggle. The struggle of an independent journalist, guys. This guy literally sleeps in his car to go and cover protests. Throw him a donation.
Yeah, but
he's a good kid.
Look, it's not the lack of money that I can rent a car. Sorry, I can rent a hotel. I can fill up the tank. What's expensive is to have that editorial independence.
Yes.
That's what the money.
And that's what I have. And that's what at first I was like kind of salty. No one offered me a job. And then I made it on my own. Now my YouTube channel, I made it on my own. So
self-made
I
millionaire.
don't have any bosses. No one tells me you can't say this, you can't publish this. I know what you mean, man. Like I could not work for Ezra or someone like that who's telling me what I can talk and not talk about. And even worse with the mainstream media. Like I can't do it with a boss.
I can't comment on that.
I don't care. I'll just say it. But all right, man. I'm gonna move around. It's starting to get my fucking phone's gonna overheat again. So.
All right, you have a good one. Good
You
to
too,
see
brother. You too, brother.
Are you coming to the Broadway?
No, I have to go back to work, unfortunately. But man, if I get off work, I'll come.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
You'll be there. I'll feature it on my channel. So watch out for my news report on Saturday. Take care, Mocha, guys. All right. All right, guys. We got Max is a clown in the chat here. A lot of Maxime trolling. All right, Muslims versus the trans activist part 2 here.
I love your channel, by the way.
Yeah? What's your name?
It's Kerry.
Nice to meet you, brother. Thanks for watching, man. All right, we're here at the showdown here.
Our right to choose.
Trans rights! Trans what? 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 Trans rights! Trans what?
There's so many people here today. It's kind of crazy. What is the club Twitter? I gotta get back in the shade, guys. My phone's overheating again. What up, guy? What up?
You have all the rights in the world. We're not here to take away your rights. We're not here to take away any rights.
rights for gay life. We're not here to take away trans rights. We're not here to take away gay rights. We're here to protect our rights, your rights, all rights for all Canadians. Stop dividing people. Show some love towards us.
We're
We're
going to
showing
go
love
back to
towards
the
you. We're not.
game for a moment. Here we go.
You know what I'd rather hear you say? We love everybody.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
There's a man. Leo, how are you?
This man here.
Busy day today, Rick. Busy day.
Yeah.
Has been working.
So how are things down there in Windsor?
It was pretty pretty good. It was probably one of the biggest protests we've had in the city ever.
Yeah.
And I mean ever, okay? I bumped into one of your old friends, Bob Bellachico, and in one of my videos, and I told him, asked if, Rick Walker. He said, I love Rick Walker. I said, well, aren't you part of his show? He said, send me the link.
Oh.
But yeah, I got him down on live video telling him he loves you, Rick.
Oh, that's great. He's a good guy.
He is.
He is fantastic. Yeah.
He is. They had their I call them instigators, right? You'll see in some of my video tonight. Guys, I think they were implants, okay, and they were implanted on the wrong side, trying to start shit. Like one guy brings his dog into the right side of the protest, and it was predominantly, there was a lot of Muslims, okay, and if you know anything about the Muslim culture, they don't like dogs. They're afraid of dogs, big dogs. So he was doing that, and he's trying to start shit, right? He almost got pummeled out by a bunch of high school kids, right? And then as I'm filming him, he came at me and said, I can't film him, right? And I'm like, whatever. I can film whoever I want to film. How's that sound? And he said, I'll break your phone. And he got in my face. I said, I'll break your jaw. Really fast, too. Right? And then the cops were intervened on it, right? You're going to have that at all protests. Okay, they're going to try, because they want to justify, okay, I don't know what their motive is, okay, that we're violent. And there was no violence there. The only violence was coming from the other side. Yeah. And I did take the time to get both sides of the story, right? I went on the other side, and I interviewed a lady that was for the teachings of LGBTQWXYZ in school, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, and I understand part of her point, okay, I came from a homophobic family, period. If one of us came at my dad and said we're gay, he probably would have punched our teeth out, right? So that's the whole thing there. But my point is, the teachers aren't psychologists. They're not sociologists. It's not the teacher's job to put this as curriculum. No, I believe in history. I believe in science, some science. Okay, I believe in mathematics. I believe in English. I believe in geography. Those are the things that should be taught in schools, not sexuality. Right? So it was a great turnout, and you'll see from some of my videos, I'm happy. Looks like a huge crowd in Ottawa and Toronto, Montreal. Glen Wells is covering it in Vancouver right now as we speak. So there's this is happening nationwide. Okay, it happened in Chatham. David Doyle was in Bracebridge. He said their little crowd turned out. Hey, any crowd that turned out was a good crowd. Now, there was no violence. The unions didn't show up. The shills from the unions did not show up, and I knew that wasn't going to happen. This is Canada. Mm-hmm. And what's going to send shivers down the spines of the Liberal Party of Canada is this. Are you going to call us racist, misogynist, expialidocious? I don't think so. Not on this one. We all stood together, nonviolent. I watched the speakers, and it was funny because they had a speaker from Islam, an inman, a rabbi, a priest, a bishop. They were all speaking, and they all joined hands, and it was a mixed culture. That's what Canada's about.
Yeah, it's ironic that the Liberal Party, which has talked about, I mean, they've tried to make diversity and multiculturalism the cornerstone of everything they stand for, and yet when it actually starts to happen and people get along, they're the ones who stand opposed to the group that's united. It's kind of weird.
It is. Well, they want to conquer by division, right? The Liberal Party. Well, this just backfired in their face. And expect a lot more of this, Rick. Okay, I think on the 22nd there's one, and on the 4th I'm hearing there's one. Okay, so expect bigger crowds. This is a Wednesday afternoon, folks. It's not a Saturday or a Sunday.
Yeah.
The general population's where? At work.
Yeah, that's right. Amazing that they got a crowd like this on a Wednesday.
Yeah, unheard of.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been to protests on the weekend. This is on a Wednesday. This is hump day.
9
o'clock in the morning, by the way, okay?
Yeah.
Not noon, not 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is 9 a.m. and the people got up and they stood up. And there was some guy throwing eggs into the crowd from one of the balconies on Park Street, one of the parking lots on Park Street. And I ran up the stairs to get him on video, right? But I wasn't sure if he was the guy or if he was a gawker, right? But if he had the eggs, he'd have to, he would have been exposed. But somebody does have a video of him throwing eggs into the
It's
crowd.
pretty amazing. Like here in Chatham, crowd gathered in the park. There were people started to talk about the counter protesters that were up the street. They were worried that there might be some friction. And you know what happens when we get up there? The people are like, "We love you," and then the people on the other side are like, "We love you," and then they hugged, and it was like none of the negative stuff that people were worried about happened here at all. It was the absolute opposite, and it was like this was the best protest ever.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
You know what? A lot of people were talking, "Oh, it's going to be violent." The far right, okay, and the two individuals you had on last night, they got exposed for who they are. Okay, everything they said is not happening.
Not so far. We had one arrest in Ottawa. Like, given the size of the crowd, like that's nothing from what I'm seeing. So I mean, it's a big win, a big win.
Even the guy that got up in my grill, he said he was going to smash my phone, and he got right up in my grill. I said, "You touch my phone, I'm breaking your jaw." And the police are right there, and the police know exactly who I am and what I'm about. I said, "You put hands on me, I'm breaking your jaw. I don't care if the cops are here or not."
Yeah.
Okay, it's the way it rolls. You can touch me first. You can slap me. You can punch me. I'll let you. I'm a nice guy like that, but you're not going to like the outcome that's going to happen. And the police knew that, right? But they divided them. And I'm like, why is this guy standing on our side? Okay, he should be over with the other people, but they just let him go, right? So hopefully he got out all right. He didn't start shit with somebody else. But yeah, there was another guy. I think he was an implant. He came out right on my video. He said he's gay. He's on our side. That's fine. There was lots of gay people that I know that were on our side.
Yeah.
Right. And he started chastising the transgender and all the right. And I'm like, he went on for about an hour and a half, this guy, man. And I'm like, is this guy on our side or is he on their side trying to start shit to justify, right? Give the ammo for the arsenal for the police. Oh, it's a violent protest. I don't know. But it ended well for him too. He never got hurt.
Yeah. Well, just it's been an incredible day so far. I did hear before today people saying, there wouldn't be any interference from, other elements of, the week's planned activities. So the convoy thing, they're keeping that all separate, or they were saying they were keeping it separate, or it wasn't clear what was going to happen today, and all these fears just ended up being unfounded for today anyway. So hopefully the rest of the week is the same.
The convoy people were there.
Were they?
Everybody
Yeah.
showed. Oh yeah, everybody showed up.
Yeah.
Guys with the horns blowing and.
Are you talking about in Windsor or
in
another?
Windsor?
Yeah.
In Windsor, yeah, they were all
Yeah.
there. What I thought was weird, and somebody made it funny. Curry Sulier, who started all these protests, she's standing on the other side with the transgenders.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like, it just shows that these things aren't that simple. Things kind of blur and blend together. And in the end, that's what happened today. People kind of came together, didn't they?
They did. And like, I'm very glad to hear that in Chatham, people were hugging on both sides, right?
It was amazing.
And you know what? That just, it makes you feel good when we're singing "Oh Canada" as one.
Yeah.
Right.
It was truly amazing today.
It was, yeah. And to see the Canadian flags, like I said, it's unparalleled for a Wednesday morning to see that many people in the city of Windsor.
Yep.
And they did it. They did it right. And this is, it's got political potential at the end of the day. I don't care what anybody says.
And yes, it does, absolutely. And, the other thing that I noticed this week, too, is, Shadow Davis came out on his program about 4 or 5 days ago. And we ran the clip of him kind of calling out some people who were trying to bring some negativity to this event today. And I think finally, by addressing that, he stamped it out. And, we've tried to do similar things over here, and I think that was successful. Anybody that just was negative today, they kind of got pushed off to the side, and it was like, just don't do that, and it didn't happen. And so, again, Canadians came out en masse and just overwhelmed any negativity that might have been there. That's what happened during the original Freedom Convoy, too, It was like, if there was anybody, it was just regular Canadians coming out and made it a very Canadian thing, and we've seen a replay of that today.
It's gonna be interesting to see how the Liberals try and spin this. Okay, that's gonna be the interesting marker. The NDP and the Liberals, how are they gonna spin this? Because, like I said, this is just the beginning. Okay,
Yep.
This is what we've been longing all along. The Freedom Convoy is. I know you hate the word unity.
It's not that I hate the word. It's that I just think that it's been used in a collectivist context, right?
But to unify the people of all cultures and religions, it's unparalleled.
Yeah, but behind something though, right?
Right.
What they were doing before was like you had to they wanted unity, and I kept saying, okay, fine, but behind what? And they would never give an answer. This is to unite behind a common cause, which is this particular issue, which is kind of what I was saying in my live stream earlier. You're galvanizing a populist political movement behind a single issue, working toward a single goal. It doesn't mean that everybody has to become, the same or homogenous or not ask questions. They're still free to be individuals, but they have a common goal. That's all I ever asked for was, what are you uniting behind? And the only answer I ever got back during the Winnipeg thing was, well, we just want unity. No. I'm not going to just you tell me what we're uniting behind. This was a clear goal, a clear political objective. This was achieved, and that's why this was successful.
Yeah.
They had a very clear objective, a goal, and you work toward that and you achieve it. That's what happened today.
Yeah, and on the other note, I'm surprised Pierre Poilievre's not out speaking in Ottawa. Or where any city, because this is going on in any city. So wherever Pierre Poilievre is today, why aren't you in front of the mic? Because this does have political implications for whoever gets behind it right now.
Yes, it's absolutely. And who do you think will end up scoring the most points from this? Will it be the PPC or the CPC?
It'll be the CPC.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, that's... The writing's on the wall, right? But he has to get out. I'm surprised he's not out yet. People are calling him out. Come on out and speak, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course,
JT's hiding.
it is a big political risk, though. I mean, with all that talk of the unions pushing back, if there was violence today, then it could cost whoever kind of comes out to endorse it, right? But that's not what happened today, so I'm so relieved.
Me too.
Grateful. Yeah.
Me too. And I called it last night on your show, or the night before, or whenever, that there was going to be no violence. Right. This is Canada. This is Windsor, Ontario. Yeah, you're always going to have your egg throwers. Okay, they're going to be at every protest, as we've seen today. But overall, it's a success. It's a big success for Canada.
Yeah. Well, we have the rest of the week to go through other events, I guess. We'll see how those play out. I'm more optimistic now after seeing this. And, they did say that this would kind of be separated. So I don't know. I'm just so relieved that this went off the way that it did.
They're lucky it's not a weekend, like I said.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
Yep.
Because it could have got easily another 20,000 people down at the Big Flags in Windsor.
Yeah.
It was a Saturday or Sunday. And the funny thing is, Rick, a lot of people were oblivious. And that's why I did a video before I left. A lot of people were asking me, why aren't you sending your kids to school today? Nobody knew this was going on, really. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't big advertised, even on social media. Right? So it's like a pop-up.
It's true.
Thing.
It's true that there wasn't, like, there was information out there, but it was not like it wasn't like a big campaign. You're right. It just a little bit of awareness out there, but to get this kind of crowd with what they had, the resources they had, the limited resources they had to promote it, this is amazing.
Here's limited resources. I picked up Anasty and her husband, Brian, at 9 a.m. We go through Tim Hortons, and there's a guy in Tim Hortons in his truck, and he says, "Hey, Leo, what are you doing? What's this about the protest?" I said, "It starts at 9, and he's got his truck full of his workers. He says, "Well, I'm paying these guys for the next few hours," and he went down to the protest. So it was like word of mouth to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Through Tim Hortons drive-through, right? So, the word is out now. I want to see one of these protests on a weekend.
Well, that's what was said today. The speakers, a couple of the speakers said, this is just the first one. There will be more. They say they need more. They need to keep the momentum going now. So I think we will see more demonstrations like this.
And it don't just have to be about the children now, okay? It could be about the rising cost of inflation in this country. It could be a protest about many different things.
Yeah.
Okay, because people are, there's a lot of things you could protest about, right? And I'm just glad that the Canadian government gave everybody that chance today to practice your Section 2 charter rights, okay, and demonstrate free.
Yeah.
Okay, because like I said, it's a Wednesday. There's a lot of kids down there. It was perfect. Very, very warming.
Yeah, it was just a great day all the way around. The weather here was beautiful. I'm sure it was the same in Windsor, and they got the crowd. They won. It's a big win.
It's a big win-win for everybody in this country. I want to see what's going on in Montreal, and like I said, Glenn Wells is in Vancouver, and he's down there getting the scoop for me, which is going to go to you.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to get the whole scene right across the country, and that's a good thing, man.
Yeah, well, I'm grateful for everything you're doing out there, man. You're doing good stuff.
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Maverick viewers out there. I'm going to come on later on, but from my studio, my kid's studio.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Thanks, guys.
We will catch up with you a little later on. Thanks,
Adios.
Leo. Take care. All right. So, again, this is Winnipeg. We'll just bring a little of this audio up so you can hear the speech.
I thought that this time I would consider my words very carefully, and then I would write them down and bring them to you that way. So this is going to be a little different for me in any case. And I've got 5 minutes, probably 4 left according to Shadow. So here's my formal presentation.
Frozen video again. Hang on. It'll come back. It's just because it's remote. It's all coming to us through data. I believe it should come back. I think it's coming back. Come on back. I'll tell you what, let's take a break. We'll take a brief break. And we'll get this restarted. Oh, there it is. No, still a little jittery.
We firmly believe that parental consent must
No, it's still jittery. Okay, here we go.
remain paramount in the upbringing of our youth. In an era marked by rapid societal
Greetings,
change,
brave Mavericks.
it is our moral
Our
duty
quest
to
for
ensure
truth
that
continues.
children are
We go
shielded
beyond
from
fake
mind
news.
control,
Together
and that
we
the
expose
religious
propaganda.
freedoms are protected.
Together we pull others out of rabbit
Firmly
holes.
believe
We are
that the
maverick
government
thinkers.
must respect
We are
the
all
rights of
unique
parents,
individuals.
and that schools must
Defenders of
prioritize
individual rights and
subjects that
freedoms.
prepare
Credible.
children for their future,
Trusted.
rather than imposing
Grounded
ideological
in reality.
agendas on them.
Maverick
For those of
News.
you who
Maverick
in the
News.
past, I tell the story about when I retired.
Defending free
and I went back
speech.
to
Free
Red River
speech.
College as a full-time student.
Donate.
Decided I wanted to learn to be a welder at the ripe
Do
old
it
age
now.
of about 60. There were
Tomorrow.
18
Maybe
kids
too
in that
late.
class. The prerequisite to be in that class was you had to
Maverick
have a high school
News.
diploma. You had to have graduated.
The
Apart
world,
from me,
it is
most of the
watching.
folks in that class were about 18, 19, 20 years old. Fully a third of those kids, 6 of them who graduated from high school within the last year or so, could not read. None of them, 0, could do arithmetic without a calculator. 0, none of them. And yet we're deflecting our resources, our limited resources, for political ideology. Our guiding principle is simple but profound. Children are not tools for any political agenda. They belong to their parents without coercion. And it is the parents, not the government, that are and have always been entrusted to raise our children to reflect their own values and principles. Children are a gift from God, not the government. All of our rights flow from the same origin, as stated in the very first line of our Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which states,
There's a bee.
whereas Canada is founded upon principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law, not government.
Okay, folks, so I have a caller who just phoned in and wants to share some thoughts. Who are we speaking with?
And returning to the principles
My name is Debbie Rick. I've phoned in a few times in the past.
Yeah.
I'm from Creston, BC.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
So what's on your mind?
Well, my husband and I have been watching. I'm really grateful for the live coverage you've got because we're in BC, and other than what the mainstream media are posting, a lot of us haven't gotten out into the march yet. Like, we're meeting at 11:30.
Yeah.
So it's just really encouraging because our town is only a population of 5,000, but we feel very passionately. My husband and I, our kids are grown. I will say, and this is where I wanted to make my point, I am a parent of a transgender person who is in their 40s and is also a teacher. And although this has not been an easy journey, that's a story for another time. But at one point, my daughter, who lives as a transgender man, had shared with me that the school board was going to pay for him to fly to Inuvik and promote the SOGI program. And, I don't think there's any need to explain the SOGI program, right? You know what it is.
Yeah.
That's what the parents are out there for. So she declined, did not want to do this program. And when we discussed it, her feelings, which is what mine are as well, is that, Mom, these kids are in grade school. When I made the decision to transition, I was in my 30s. I had gone through puberty, adolescence. You know, I had life-altering operations. I have to take these drugs for the rest of my life, every day. And I would never encourage a child in grade school to even consider something like this. So when I'm going this morning, I go in love as well. I am a Christian. This journey that my child has taken has impacted our family greatly. It's been a very painful journey, but I still love my child unconditionally. My child now has to live with this decision. But again, that decision was made as an adult. And even though my child is a teacher, he himself has said, there's no way I'm promoting this. And parents have a right to know what their child is struggling with. I mean, I was very fortunate in that my child communicated things with me throughout her teenage years. But a lot of children don't have that freedom. And certainly if you are struggling, how can the parent help the child through this journey if they don't have the right to be informed? And that's my main concern as a parent. Get your hands off my child. If you're a well-informed teacher and you mean well and you say, you know what, I think your parents need to be involved in this journey, but that doesn't seem to be what's happening. Their agenda is, let's bring in drag shows, let's show sexually explicit books. Like, give me a break. These children don't need to be exposed to two men having sex or two women or whatever. You're there to learn. I will teach them those skills. So anyway, without ranting, I just feel very passionate. I am so encouraged to see people come out and so encouraged. I was concerned about, you know, possible violence, because I know there's a lot of people, like I have friends who are gay and they don't support this. They don't support this at all. No harm to children. Yeah. So I also saw the release on Twitter of all the union officials basically, you know, talking yesterday about how we're all hating, not all of us, but, you know, this is so scary. And it's like, oh, please, people, come on. You know, put your greed aside and your power. And this is our children.
Yep.
So anyway, Rick, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to, as a mother, speak on behalf. And I think because I have a child who's gone through this, I was so grateful that even her teachers and counselors during high school discussed these things. But I think going forward, that's not the agenda.
Yeah. Well, I'm thankful. I appreciate you calling in and sharing this with people. I can see in the chat that people are responding very positively to what you're saying.
Well, and I'm so proud to be a Canadian, and people are waking up. And just speak up, folks, and don't take any more boosters or jabs, and don't wear the face diapers. Okay. Thank you, Rick. God bless you.
Thank you.
I got to get ready to go show up now.
Okay. Stay safe. Have a great day. It's been fantastic across the country so far. So you have a good one.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so we've got some stuff going on out here. Hang on.
Is that blood on the ground? Okay, that's a drink.
Yeah, we'll get you guys to back up. We're gonna go this way, guys.
We can bump up to this, okay, please?
Hey, quit dissing our boy Greg White, please.
Kristen Ardoy, hey man, tell him to learn some manners. Okay, guys, we'll try to get a different angle here. I don't know what's going on. People are screaming freedom. All right, guys, the Muslims are freedom right now. The Muslims are the freedom fighters. They're our brothers. That guy can.
All your face.
Speak to bro.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. That's unconstitutional.
All right. Yo, man, this guy got arrested here.
Yo, they need 4 guys on one guy. It's embarrassing. One guy.
Yeah.
4 guys embarrassing,
All right, guys, try to get back. You guys will probably see clips on Twitter of the arrest. I know there's other journalists here on the ground who are going to post the clips. But yeah, this guy's getting arrested. This man is getting arrested.
Any comments?
Any comments, sir? What happened? Was there an abuse? What happened?
You're not allowed to stand on a public sidewalk.
You're not allowed.
They want to bully and intimidate us.
Yes? Sir, did you see the cops punch a woman or something? Is that why you intervened? Is that why you got involved? They were violent with a woman, and that's why you went and intervened and got yourself arrested?
I was just standing there.
Okay.
Shoving me.
All right.
We got lots of video.
We got lots of video, guys. You guys will probably see the clips on Twitter here.
Hey, can't push.
But yes, we got an actual comment from the man getting arrested. Tell me that's not good content, guys. I mean, let's go. Tell me this is not good content. Right here in front of the police line. We're here. 1,700 people are watching this. Freedom. Muslims are chanting freedom in the background, boys. Muslims are chanting. Look at this man here. Here beside Chris Dacey here in Israel. Man is getting arrested right now.
I see he got beat up. He got his head slammed against the fucking glass. I got that on camera.
Post it on Twitter. Tag the pleb.
I will fuck that.
Tag me on Twitter. All right.
With the arrest.
Yo, the Muslims ain't happy with this arrest right now. It's fucking bad.
The Muslims, the Christians,
everyone.
We're all united. Fucking having it. We're all united. We're all united. We're tired of this shit. We're united against keep hearing Muslims. There's a lot of white people.
Yeah.
Why is there always Muslims?
Bro,
did you see a Muslim guy on this video?
No, I said the Muslims are mad. That's what I said. What are you talking about?
No, we're all in this together. I'm messing with you.
All right, guys. Yes, they're laughing in the chat. So this guy, so the cops shoved the chick, and then this guy reacted and got himself arrested. The man's a hero. If that's actually how it went down, they literally tossed through. Because yeah, we got the footage, right?
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Who are we speaking with?
They were definitely rough with her, and that's the second.
My name is Jim. I'm calling from the United States.
Well, welcome, Jim. So you have a little information to share, I guess, in terms of social media and the way it's being portrayed down there.
Thanks for the super chat. I missed the last.
Yeah, it's mostly anecdotal. I mean, I'm working from home and trying to watch some of this on the side, but so I just learned about the protest yesterday and found your channel this morning. And I've been tuned in since around 8 o'clock Central Time. And first of all, I just want to say I'm so heartened to see the turnout of the Canadian people, not afraid to step out in what their government may view as now as stepping out of line. But you have my profound thanks as a father for all of you for getting out there and making your presence known and felt. One thing that I noticed, though, that was really strange, and this is the point of the call, is that when a couple years back during the COVID trucker movement, that made the news here in the States. Of course, it was all painted with the, that it's a radical far-right, white supremacist nationalist movement, which, of course, anybody with a functioning brain knows that that's a falsehood. But at least it made the news. Strangely, today, I'm looking at various news outlets in the States, the major players. I even went so far as to go on Google News and just do a search for Canada March. And there's nothing coming up on American news outlets. Not the major guys, not ABC, NBC, CBS, not even Fox, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen anyway. So, I mean, if someone else it just pops up and I just overlooked it. My apologies. But as far as I see nothing. And I see CBC, I see, was it CTV, a couple of, Canadian outlets. But this hasn't filtered down to the U.S. yet. And I got to think that maybe they're scared. They don't want to show it. I don't know what the reasoning is, but there's basically a blackout for it. If you're not looking for it, and on underground channels such as your own, I don't think most American people even realize this is happening, and they should.
Yeah, it seems like it is being maybe suppressed. I think it's catching people off guard too, probably on the U.S. side. I have some friends in media down there, and even as we approached today, the thought process on their end was that they're never going to get 1 million. It's not going to be very big, but I think this has surprised people.
Yeah, and it's I went to bed last night thinking, God, I hope there's a turnout, because I'd hate to see this fizzle, because this is exactly what the Western world needs right now, and I'm glad you guys are taking the first step.
Yeah, it's I'm just so relieved again that it's been so peaceful, and not just peaceful. I mean, literally today in my town, people on both sides stood there and said, "I love you." I could not believe it.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
I was amazed. Yeah.
Me too. It was
Yeah,
truly
well,
amazing.
Best wishes for all of you, and may cooler and wiser heads prevail throughout this entire ridiculous. I mean, how we even got here, why this is even a thing, is just it plagues the mind.
Yes.
But thanks for your time, brother. I appreciate you, and you got yourself a new viewer. And to all my Canadian brethren, keep on keeping on.
Thank you. I really appreciate the call, and call back. Love to talk to you again.
All right, Rick. Take care. Thanks again.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, let's get some audio up here.
Yes.
So he tried. Look. So,
Okay, so we're reviewing the footage right now from the arrest.
This cop's going hands on Christine, and he tries to help her.
Fucking, I can't see.
So he starts ragdolling this woman here, and that's how.
Hey, hold on.
That's how Will got involved in the first
Rewind
place.
it a bit.
So.
Okay, so what happened?
So see this officer here is going to put hands on the woman and start ragdolling her. That's the guy that got arrested there, tried to help. And from then on, they had his number.
Okay, he tried to intervene.
Yeah, and he got it for a bit, but I guess they grabbed him and took him down right after that.
Wow.
So I have more of his arrest as well.
Guys, go follow Daisy Media.
This stream?
Yeah. That's my stream. What's your name, kid? Oh, you're watching? What's your name?
I don't even
What do you guys want to say? It's a lot of viewers right now. What do you guys want to say, bros? Leave the kids alone? Fuck Trudeau? Fuck Trudeau? Fuck Trudeau? Fuck police?
Fuck the faggots, fuck the gays.
Hey, whoa, you're gonna be demonetized. Uh-oh. You're making me look bad. Uh-oh.
What? Just start up a stream on Kick.
On Kick?
You can say anything you want. Are you on Twitch?
I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, YouTuber?
Yes.
How much subscribers?
It's all good. Yeah, if I was Kick, like Aiden Ross, I could say whatever I want. I got the game.
The police.
Screw Trudeau.
He's a pedophile. He raped the 14-year-old.
Oh, spicy.
Jug me too. Jug meat's a big pig.
Jag meat's a pig.
The counter system.
Fuck that bitch, Christina Phelan.
Yo! The people aren't happy with our current politicians, guys. Yeah, based brown boys, says the chat. Yeah, definitely based. Definitely based. How many times do you get roughed up by the cops today?
4.
Oh, I've seen at least twice where you got shoved around.
You see the one when they took me down and showered and I went into the fetal position?
No, but I saw you getting roughed around like twice.
Well, that was the 3rd time. Twice here. I'm still bracelet free!
Yeah, all right.
Bracelet
Freedom.
free.
Yeah, all right.
That's a win.
See, they know. Good job, boys. Thanks for the super chat. Ask a gay uncle where is gays against grooming. Ask a gay uncle where is gays against grooming. Okay, they should be here. I know they're at the Calgary protest. My buddy Jack Dan from Twitter or X. Man, we've been streaming over 4 hours. This is wild.
Yeah, dude, I'll have this out in a minute. It's wild.
Yes?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Thank you. You watch my channel?
No.
Okay, good. You tell me well done for what?
I do, but don't tell anyone, okay?
That's exactly it. I'm off media.
Good. Daisy watch my channel. I feature so much of your work on my channel. I love it.
Yeah. That's the I try to get it out there so people, because I mean, I don't have the same reach.
Just keep putting the watermark on your videos so people know it's you.
Exactly. Yeah. People get used to seeing that. They use my voice in the background too.
Yes.
Try to keep that out sometimes, but.
You're doing a fabulous job being where the action is. That's what I'm saying. Well done.
Thank you.
You're following up what's going on. I appreciate.
I got the 3 or 4 F-bombs in this, but I think it's.
Pardon me?
I might see some of your shows every once in a while.
Okay. I was here. Last time I saw you was at the Emergencies Act inquiry. And me and Dana, I met Dina Sharif for the first time.
Isn't that a handful?
And I just went right up to her and I had a crazy interview. And you're like,
she's become much more professional.
yes. But I actually like Dina.
Yeah.
So.
And she's getting good at what she's doing.
Yeah, let her.
You guys,
let them tell the stories on both sides.
You can watch people develop. You know what I mean? So,
But she's still, today, no hair pulling and no megaphone bashing, so at least there was that.
no, not yet. Hang on.
She's gone.
She's still young.
She left.
William trying to help.
All right, guys, we're walking back up to the hill now, see what's going on. Walk back up to the hill, see what's going on. We'll catch up. So they're arrested. Man, there still are some trans activists around here. I guess when the counter protesters leave, I'll leave. Then it'll just be boring. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live stream the whole day. Getting a little hungry though. I don't know. What time is it, guys? I can't even. What time is it right now? It's only 2 o'clock. Okay. I had a McMuffin at like 6 a.m. That's the classic, by the way. When you go to Ottawa, you just grab a sausage McMuffin with egg, hit the road, get to Ottawa as fast as possible. I'm a creature of habit. That's my habit. All right. Oh, who is Dina? You don't know who Dina is? The girl with the blue and purple hair. Let's go see if we can catch the... Oh, yo. You know what, guys? We're going to keep this live stream going, and I'm going to try to catch some politicians leaving question period. Like, last time I saw Pierre Poilievre and Jagmeet just, like, fucking walking out of the building. I think we can... If I stick around, we might be able to catch Pierre or catch, like, someone. Get some questions in. Let's see. There's so many cops here. There's so many cops here. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, let's go to Vancouver. There we go. Here's live. This is from Vancouver.
So if they work on the grassroots, if they start on our children, we have to fight back. I'm sure every parent is concerned in every corner of Canada.
The audio is a little low,
I don't
but
know
that's as
whether
much as we
it
have.
hasn't spread that much, or because they went to work and when we sent the message, I didn't expect anyone to come, but trust me, next year when it happens, I will be at the forefront and at least 1,000 or 2 people will attend from our community.
Different stream.
So will you promise you will do so?
We're gathering again at 1 p.m. at the Art Gallery.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock at the Art Gallery.
That's also good news. I'm just listening to this news now. I will march today. So, but how is it going to go? Are we just going to come once a year and hear shout? Is there a list or a communication way that we can get this, we can be set with this also that we are not left behind, so that we can go with you guys? If there is any organizer or any list or communication, Viber, WhatsApp, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I got something quick to say.
If you want some different views and some truth, you got to go to BitChute. There's a bunch of them out there, but you go to BITCHUTE. The government hates BitChute. Trudeau hates it, but it'll tell you a lot of truth. And I can't say what I want to say right now because you'll all think I'm fucking nuts and evil. But you go there and you'll have doctors and scientists and reputable people telling you what you should know and could and should be doing. We can't win in the courts because they're all run by a certain little group. It's a certain little group after our children. It's in their Bible that they rape and sodomize them before they're 5 as a religious right for the old ones. I can't say this, but you gotta look for it yourself. Look at BitChute. Well, tell everybody, I had no idea such evilness and filth could exist. If you won't believe it.
Sorry about the audio, folks. It's as much as we have.
All those LGBTQ flags all over the school and just keep telling kids about LGBTQ. My school, since I was little, me and my best friend, we loved hanging out with each other. We were amazing friends with each other. And she didn't always talk about LGBTQ, and she didn't always
Still working on getting you a different feed.
And since people from the LGBTQ started coming into our school, they started telling kids to be a part of the LGBTQ and tell the whole school they have to be LGBTQ and all that stuff. And my best friend just listened and became a part of them. And and then now they let our vice principal left the school, and now they got a new vice principal. She started putting LGBTQ flags all over our French class, the pods. She started always talking about them, and she's always asking kids on what gender they
Here's
are.
a little entertainment out of Calgary.
Transporters, leave our kids alone. All in all, we're taking down every brick in the wall. All in all, we're taking down every brick in the wall. Every brick in your wall. Every brick in your wall. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved just like the tree planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We stand up for our children. We shall not be moved. Stand up for our
Vancouver for a moment. I think we might have better audio.
I came here because of all of you, on behalf of all of you. So I fully support this movement. And this is the first time in my life I'm joining protests. This protest. Where you going?
I'd like to share a little bit of my court experience because I've been to court in Brunei, but here in Canada, how the court came about is false allegations came from the hospital. MCFD, they analyzed it. A nurse said that I hesitated to put on the breathing mask on my son, and then boom, I'm not allowed to see my son. Supervised visits. So I found a lawyer because the lawyer was speaking on media, and a friend recommended this lawyer. And the lawyer at first they said, you know, it's impossible to win the presentation hearing. You need to consent to the interim custody order, and then you move to the protection hearing, and then that's where there's evidence and you can win the case. And I said, I'm not consenting to anything. It's all lies, what they're doing on me. Why would I consent to anything? So we went to court the first day. I had all my paperwork, medical records to show all the reports are false. I go there, and the judge says, okay, thanks for showing up. Okay, the next meeting will be next week. I'm like, that's it? You know, what a waste of time. So next week I go, and I say my plea is not guilty. I'm not consenting to anything what the MCFD social worker is doing. And then that time I got the lawyer, and then they said, okay, we're gonna see what happens. So 3 weeks later, the lawyer emails me. They said, the court date is 3 months down the line. I'm like, what? As a father, I only get to see my son 2 times a week now. And when 3 months down the line, it's just a presentation hearing. And everyone says it's impossible to win this presentation hearing. Impossible. But there was one clause where it says, if they took him away arbitrarily, there is a chance the judge will lean on your side and you can take your son back. So when my lawyer said, you know, 3 months down the line, I said, okay, whatever, let's speed it up. Let's agree to the ICO interim custody order, and let's see what we can do to get my son back. So he agrees on April 19th, just this year. But that's when I agreed to it, he never told me I lose all medical rights over my son. Oh. That's when they could trach him, immunize him, vaccinate him, the G-tube and GJ tube against our wishes. And so when that happened, I tried to say, I refuse, I didn't have consent, I didn't understand. But they said, oh, you agreed, that's it, you can't do anything else. So it's very, it's quite depressing because when I think about it, you know, even the judge says, okay, protection hearing is starting on May 31st. And you know what happened at that court hearing for the protection hearing? Oh, okay, let's set dates. What dates are the doctors free? Oh, they're not free? Okay, let's wait till January for the court date. While my little boy is at the hospital being butchered up and being drugged up. So the court system, it might work, you know, but it's awfully slow. Because when I was in law class, you're supposed to have a reasonable time to go to court. Otherwise, it's thrown out the drain, right? Before 9/11, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. Now you can be presumed guilty, and you're a criminal. You're villainized, you know? So this court system, I don't know. In my situation, it's frustrating. My hair is turning white. But I don't know, maybe there's a way out there. So that's just my experience. Prayers.
What? Maybe we can help him on court dates to show up and support him in court. So try and get the message out when your court dates are out. Come to all the rallies. There's a rally here every Wednesday, 1 to 3. Just keep your eye out and keep us updated on what you're going through, and let us know court dates, and we'll show up to support you. Why are we here?
No, we were friends.
Why are we here?
For our children.
Why are we here?
For our children.
I saw something about somewhere. There's a web presence somewhere that they can find out.
Why not? Show you how much love we have.
Right. So, but it's not as...
Good morning. It doesn't matter what religion I am. It doesn't matter what country I come from. I've been in Canada since 1989, and I'm proud, and I'm really grateful that I came and I had the chance to live in this country. I think it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful place. It's
great. I've lived other countries, and I can say there's a big difference between the Canadians and other countries, with all my respect for all the other nationalities and other countries around the world. I have an 11-year-old daughter. She goes to school, and in the last couple of years, I realized a few things that really made me decide to leave this country. It's nothing against the country, it's nothing against the society. It's just what they are trying to teach our kids. I walk into libraries, all I see, I don't see a Canadian flag. I see a rainbow flag, colorful flags. Last year I went to pick up my daughter. She has a dentist appointment. And when I was waiting in the office, I was just looking around. All I see is a big rainbow flag there. And when my daughter walked to me, she looked at me and she saw me looking at it. Even she was shocked. She was a 10-year-old that time. She said to me, right? You see that? Like, they're not happy with what they're being taught at school. I think this is a great thing that's happening today. And I think at 1 o'clock when we go to downtown, we should tell more friends and people who could come and join us. And we have to stand with each other and stop this. I didn't send my kids to school to learn this kind of stuff. I sent my kids to school to learn other things and have a good future. Again, I really appreciate being a Canadian. I am great that I'm a Canadian. I'm grateful that I live in this country. And I hope we can all stand together and put a stop to this nonsense that they are teaching our kids. Thank you for your time.
We don't stand for something, we'll fall for anything.
Hi everybody. Hi. I'm an immigrant from Russia, and yeah, I've been here since 2008. And I was very happy when I came and brought my daughter here. She was 2 years old, and now she's 17, and I'm fighting for her. And because she was told that if I don't agree for her transitioning, it means that I hate her and that I'm against her, and only that other people are really standing for her. So, and then when I was seeking for help from the society, there was none. And that's what was the hardest part, that when you need help, when you need support, first I get none, right? I'm a bad parent. And she is suffering, and she's not getting any help. And that's my, and this is still the biggest question, right? Because when these kids are suffering with emotional, mental things, they are not getting any help from professionals. So the psychologists, counselors, psychiatrists, right, should offer them ways out of this difficult situation. And when I was looking for one, there was not even one. All that psychological
warfare
help sent us to the gender psychologist, whatever, right? Who said like, oh, and my daughter didn't even want to go on testosterone, but they told her, oh, you didn't have to wait. We can put you right at 14 now. My daughter was smart enough to kind of like, I'll wait, you know? And I don't know how to encourage that in the society, but when these kids are lost, we don't offer them help as a society, right? And then other people say, we'll help you. You have a problem, we're here to help. And the kid really doesn't have even, they don't even see that, oh, there are two ways. They only see there is one way, there is help and silence on the other side, on the other end. And I don't know how to change that, but I feel that kids need help, they don't get any from us, right? So, just a question. Maybe we can change that.
Only one kind of help we're allowed to have now
is
affirmative care. Right?
Affirmative care.
Is that the only?
Yeah.
If we try to counsel anyone who's decided to transition, we are breaking the law. Our government has passed this law now.
we could actually go to jail for that, and we can also lose our children for trying to talk our children out of it.
And
Thank you.
physicians who speak out against that, who speak out against this emotional trajectory roller coaster, if they speak to the science, they are not only silenced, but they're threatened, their licenses can be taken away. And so sadly, the whole medical profession and the range of healthcare profession can only go one way if they're going to save their skin and to be able to bring home a paycheck.
That's right. I understand.
So everybody knows about 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
These are obsolete?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on up and speak some more if you want. Spread that word. Organic, yes, by all means. Why are we here? Leave our kids alone.
Leave our kids alone.
Thank you, VPD.
Thank you, VPD.
Thank you, VPD.
Thank you, VPD.
Thank you for keeping us safe. Thanks for taking your oaths. From my heart to you. We cannot do this without you, and I recognize all of you. Thank you. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm an immigrant. I'm 10 years here in Canada. But first, I didn't want to come to Canada. I can't speak too loud, sorry.
Yeah, don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah, so I already got. Initially, I didn't want to come to Canada. I wanted to establish myself in the United States of communist states now. But the marriage brought me here. I'm raising, I have a grown-up child. He's 24, he finished UBC. He was brainwashed there by all of this society. He finished political science and philosophy. Now I have 2 other young kids, and it's first time I joined a meeting. First time. My country never did that. Nothing. I never speak like that in a big group. Just in my church I can speak. I'm a Christian, but I love Muslim. I lived in Dubai 5 years, Qatar 2 years. Okay, so I love to see Muslim. I know how peaceful they are actually, not terrorists like we've been always taught here in the North America that, you know. I think only being here talking is not enough. I myself took action and I chose to have my kids homeschooled. You understand? So I know it's hard. We all here, if we don't work, you cannot pay your car, mortgage, or stuff like that. That's really hard. But here we all, most of you are immigrants for sure. You all have to start to be wise how you manage everything in your life. Not only in order to give support to your kids. In order, like, for example, 2 parents work, small salary is fine. But for example, there are churches. There are Muslim people. You want to keep kids home and you cannot. You can organize groups and just register homeschooling and organize like your I don't know your priests, imams, or how do you call them? Huh? Organize your friends. You all have friends, same beliefs like you. I'm a Christian. I have Christian friends. Organize and do something. Coming here and blah blah, it's okay. Fake news will say that you are all fundamentalist crazy, and that's all. Because I don't follow fake news and so on. Someone said about Bishop, yeah, that's a channel and so on. But do something on your own already. That's only you can do. The society is corrupt. Teachers in schools, I'm also a teacher. You know, I work with kids. It's crazy. I'm not teaching here, okay, in Canada. But the society is such corrupted that we are so little. We cannot change the society right now. But you have to start to do something take care of your kids, homeschooling, online school. It's something, you know, they are not exposed. My son, when he was grade 2, he was told that in Canada, men are protected to marry men. Fine. I mean, when I was 14, I even didn't know when I was 14 that there are gay or lesbian. It's fine. You can do whatever you want in your bed, but don't tell my child what to do. At that age.
Amen. Amen to that.
And also, I don't think so here are people without morals, because that's why we come here to keep our kids far from all of this BS. And I think you all believe in something, you know. But what I think is important is to grow your kids with fear in God. You know? I'm not an ecumenical. I don't believe in this. I'm a fundamentalist Christian, but I respect everyone. I respect Muslims. I respect everyone. But grow your child with fear in your Creator. Yeah? And as we end with a joke, I was stuck for 9 months in a woman's body, but when I was born, I became a man.
I just want to say one thing about homeschooling. I homeschooled my children, and I know there's a strong movement of people who don't like what's going on in the schools, pulling their kids out and deciding to homeschool. And now our federal government has been making comments about possibly outlawing homeschooling. Of course.
Good luck with that, eh?
Then we have to fight somehow. Or just a sec. So it is like that. So here is the point. So if you know the society is trying to brainwash your kids, you see, the thing is, I don't know how many are pro and vaccine, COVID and so on, but when was March 2020, I realized it's starting, the BS is starting, okay? So, if you know that someone is saying something bad to your child, yeah, which means brainwashing, you go to your child and you brainwash him back. That's what you do. Because you parents come tired home and daddy, mom, my teacher said so and so. Okay, it's not true. No. You stay 1 hour with your child and make everything possible to make him understand that this is wrong. And the child has to be totally 100% trusting you, not the teacher. So when someone tries to mess with you, you argue back. You have to do that with your kids. Talk to your kids. Don't be ignorant. Stop watching movies and let your kids play. Being brainwashed by the society. Stay with your kids and do something for them. That's the way we can change now. I cannot go to my district school, say I want all the teachers who are brainwashed go away. No, it's too late. This was built in many years. Who is here, who studied, who is in the field. You know, this started with a group from Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Maybe you know, some of people, you know what means that. They infiltrated in Columbia, New York University. From there, everywhere, America, North Canada, and so on. And now they try to spread in Europe. Everything is.
I'm here in Canada from last more than 20 years. And talking about LGBTQ, we were sadly we were silenced for so many years. And now the thing is up on our heads. Now I think we have to make up for our future generation. I think they need our help. And secondly, it's not about any religion. It's about mankind. It's about the humanity. So we have to stand up. We have to protect our human rights. If a child goes to a school and the teacher sends a consent form that they need the signature from a parent because they have to do a certain kind of move in a dance, right? And it might, there's a risk in, that the child might get hurt in that move. So if they need a consent form for that thing, what about this, that a gender change? And And teaching our children that same-sex marriages are allowed is not acceptable. They cannot control the minds of our children. They are not supposed to do it. This is the right of the parents, especially when I'm talking about religion. It's not about religion. All the people of both Jews, Christians, and Muslims, they have this thing in their book that this is not allowed. But what about the other faith people? Every person who has logic, every person who has something like, who thinks about the humanity and what's the future of the humanity is gonna be if the things will go like that.
Yeah.
So everyone has to stand up for this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We have an organic movement here. We came here. There was no microphone. We spoke up. We held together. Miracles are real. There's some great books out there. I read a book called The Survival Personality. It's a very good read because it shows how so many people that were told that they're going to die in 2 weeks, 3 months, they're still living because the spirit is stronger than sickness. We have all gathered here today organically. It's not about me, it's about we. Why are we here? For our children. Why are we here? For our children. Leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone. Now, someone wanted to take a vote. How many of you want to disperse until 1? How many of you want to say something else? You want to stay or you want to disperse now?
I want to hear what he was going to say.
We're going to stay. Cool, good
I want to
answer.
hear what he has to say.
Okay, come on over.
Hi there.
Hi.
It's nice to see the face of multiculturalism in our country. I look around and I know that on a lot of issues, I don't have a lot in common with many of the people here. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Christian. I'm an atheist.
Yay.
But here I am. Why? Because we have an issue that, as the previous speaker said, it transcends faith. It goes down to common sense. One of the things that I'm hearing today, I saw the mayor basically accuse me of being committing a hate crime just because I came here today, as did the head of the BC Human Rights Commission yesterday, as did members of the federal government, the federal cabinet. I've never seen such audacity as to say that things are beyond debate, that we are not allowed to discuss this. The head of the BC Human Rights Commission needs to be removed for that statement. So much of these big discussions in our society, they revolve around controlling the narrative. You know, people who are in this ridiculous cult that has grown up in our education system are talking about protecting trans children. The truth is they believe they're protecting children, but we know we're protecting children. By the way, I don't have any children. I have never raised children. Some people think this is none of my business. Well, they're wrong, because it's all of our business. Other people were saying, society itself, the prime function of a society is to protect the next generation. No society that stops doing that survives. It's as simple as that. And this is what this amounts to. We're talking about sterilizing children. Some of these children are confused. I don't know whether I was confused about that when I was 11, but I sure know that I was confused about a lot of things when I was 11 years old. And to say, oh, this is the answer, here, take these drugs for the rest of your life, is outrageous. And I hear people talking about parental rights. Well, I would change the dialogue on that too. It isn't about parental rights. It's about parental obligations, people.
Right. Responsibility.
You do not have a choice. You must protect your children. I think it is important how some people are against homosexuality. They're very conservative. The religion makes them very... Other people here don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. As far as trans people go, they have the right, I believe they have the right to do that. I think they're very misguided, but they have the right to do that as adults.
As adults.
And I think that to be successful across this country, that's the message we have to stick with. We have to avoid running off to add on things to it and stay focused. We're here for the children. We're not trying to shut down trans rights. We're trying to protect children.
That's right.
Have a good day, people.
See you all at 1 p.m. at Art Gallery.
Yay! Thank you.
It's amazing. We all, as parents, do have an obligation.
Okay, so
Without parents, the doctors can do whatever they want to the children.
I'm gonna just stop that for a moment. We have footage outside the Prime Minister's, where was this? His home or his office? Let me find this for you. Jagmeet Singh was there. Yeah, outside Justin Trudeau's office, Jagmeet Singh joined a group of people who were protecting Justin Trudeau's office. Here we go. And here it is.
Where's the government? Where's the family, the boys? You need to stand with us.
That's Pastor Hildebrand.
What's the problem? What's the problem? Unbelievable. Resign. Unbelievable. Resign. We're counting on you. Sir. Come on, Jackie. Where's the government? Where are you standing? How come you're not helping us? Unbelievable. 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 No hatred. No hatred. No hatred. Boys are boys and girls are girls. No hatred. Gotta stand up for the children.
So there's the Prime Minister hiding behind Jagmeet Singh. Oh, politics, 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 politics. Let's see what else we have. Hang on. Okay, let's go back to Vancouver for a moment. And I think I've got a couple of other things here for you too. All right, back to Vancouver.
You know, kids can get vaccinated because the greater good of our human health, right? And so now as we move into this transgender, these kids where their hormones, estrogen, testosterone are just raging. Oh, okay, whatever they want to do, but we don't need to respect the parents. They can do whatever they want. So this slippery slope that we're in, yeah, it's so true. It's because they need to make decisions when they're adults. When they're still young, we as parents need to protect them. Yes.
I saw a young adult, young female, if I may use that word. I saw a young female adult come and listen to us for a couple of sections. But you know what? I love her. I love her. Why are we doing this? For us? Who are we doing this for? That's right, the future. Anybody else? Do I need to blow my voice out or come and help me with this? This is fun, isn't it? I'll tell you something. Here's an exercise. If you want to homeschool your kids, turn off the Wi-Fi. Take all the phones out of the room. Do not repeat homeschooling to anybody. From now on, whatever subversive stuff you do, under the radar. No telephones, no Wi-Fi. Get used to that, because they're going to use that against us. Start the exercise now. Try and turn off all of that stuff 1 day a week. And see how addicted you are to it. 1 day a week. Turn off your cell phones, turn off your Wi-Fi, and you'll start getting withdrawal symptoms. And then try it for 2 days a week. Get used to it, because that's...
Okay, so we're going to go to this clip out of Montreal. This is from Rebel News. From Alexandre Lavoie. And again, heavy police presence. Things were pretty tense at times today. This is what they had. Okay, we'll pull out of that. And this is the, I just queued up the clip from Leo that he mentioned where he was sort of confronted by someone who is not the most agreeable guy. And I think he got off easy. Here we are. Not this fella.
Congratulations.
The other guy's coming up here.
Yeah, that's where the money is.
That's where it is. Great pension, too.
That's right. How old are you?
I just turned 40 in August.
You're still young enough to get that pension. Me, I'm too old.
Coming up.
So it's filling up down here at the riverfront. And you got the day off of school too, eh? All right. What school? Alias, Victoria, and Kennedy, eh? All right. You guys will be in good hands. Just listen to your teachers on some things. Arithmetic, math, history, geography, and auto mechanics. I don't know, this guy should be on this side over here. What side are you on? You'll snap my phone, I'll break your jaw. How's that sound? Yeah? Touch my fucking phone, bud. Touch it.
I did.
All right, let's see you smash it. You'll be on, I don't give a fuck what your fucking shirt says.
Get off my ass.
Hey?
Somebody threw
Learn some fucking respect, because you know what? I'd wipe your fucking ass all over this place.
Of respect.
Break my fucking phone, motherfucker.
You threatening me?
I said, break my phone, motherfucker.
Guys, why don't we make a space?
Threaten me again.
Touch my fucking phone.
Guys, come on. Space, please.
Get on your fucking side. You're telling him not to push you?
Guys, make space.
I am on my side. Why
Guys,
are you
make space, please.
I'll be mean to you. You're a fucking punk. How's that sound?
Threw a water bottle at my dog. What would you do?
Why don't you just look at me and say, stop filming me or I'm going to break your fucking phone. You touch my phone, I'll break your fucking jaw in front of these guys.
You want my fucking house number too?
You have no fucking idea what I could do to you. Get the fuck out of my fucking face. How's that sound? Anybody want to take some bets? We're in a gambling town right now. Who's going to win, the Detroit Golden Glove champion or this fucking bozo? You want a box?
Guys, I'm going to suggest that it's both not worth it. So if we could just peacefully walk away.
Hey. That's right. Fucking bozo.
Go back to your side.
I'm on this side. Yeah.
With you guys. And he doesn't
Fucking
understand that.
shit disturber. Touch my phone. I'm gonna break your phone. I'll break your fucking jaw in front of the police. I don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck. We'll break your neck. We're fine.
Just walk away, Leo. Just walk away.
They don't even know that teachers are told to like give people pamphlets instead of like just like telling the parents what the kids at the gym. They have no clue.
Yeah. No, I know. It's ridiculous. And you got an instigator on this side telling me if I stop filming him, he's gonna break my phone. I'm like, I'll break your fucking jaw. Touch my fucking phone, bitch. It's already broke anyways. See that place right there? I'm going to light it up in Detroit. That's where I won the Detroit Golden Gloves in 1988. Okay? And in 1989, I was the runner-up. And that guy wants to touch my phone. I'd break his fucking jaw. Some people make my blood boil. Hey, look at. So this place here in Detroit is where I won the Detroit Golden Gloves for fighting. Okay, I was the youngest guy in Canadian history on his 17th birthday to win the Detroit Golden Gloves. And that guy wants to break my phone, so I'd break his fucking jaw. How's that sound?
Did you read his shirt, Leo?
Yeah, I read his shirt. He should be standing on that side instead of causing shit on this side. The police should be fucking moving him back over there.
How did it all start?
Guys,
you see, you threw a bottle of water or something, and turn around and don't film me. Before
yeah,
I, like,
well, he tells me don't. Yeah, did he say that to you too?
Oh no, I was fucking down there standing. I got a video of you there with the cops there. Anyways, I'll send it to you.
Fuck. Learn some fucking respect.
You're just standing there videoing.
That's right. I can videotape anybody I want.
I'm a little concerned about that guy that's been standing there all this time with the green shirt.
Yeah.
He's on the other side. He's gonna start shit.
He wants to start shit.
And who knows about this guy? These kids gotta keep it cool. That's the thing. They gotta keep it cool because his family kicked it over.
Yeah.
Well, that was
so they're getting closer. Getting really close now. I wish he would have fucking grabbed my phone. You would have got it on Facebook Live. A thumping. %. Couldn't agree with you more. 100%.
Well, that's got to be number. They probably don't want some kids at 15 to come down. It's another. Oh yeah, it's another free day.
Okay, we're gonna Go back to Ottawa here for this clip from the pleb.
So W, yeah, guys, it's a massive W. It's just a massive W. I'm very happy. Let's go talk to Kamel and see how the pro. You guys remember Kamel? I showed his speech on my channel. Let's go say hello. Catch him at the end of the stream. Kamel. It's me. Kamel, what
So this
a
is
nice
the guy
turnout
who
today.
started the whole march.
Canada's journalist.
How's it going? This is a bigger turnout. It's a nice.
I promised you that.
You promised me that. You
And I
delivered.
will promise you more.
What are you promising next? What are you promising next? Okay. What do you promise next, Kamel? What's next?
Oh my God!
How do you surpass? This was.
Christmas is coming, the plot.
And how do you disrupt Christmas?
Okay, so we got the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan, and the 20+ year plan. The 5-year plan, again, this is not a political campaign. What we want to do is we want to celebrate any politician that stands with parents and the kids.
Okay.
So you like Pierre Poilievre, you have the right to say that on your channel. I'm fighting for that. If somebody else likes the PPC, he has the right to say that. I'm fighting for that.
The PPC are the only ones who are actually speaking up for you guys so far.
Yes, and they're coming here, and we acknowledge them. Again, our movement is non-partisan, and what I mean by that, it's the Canadian flag up there.
Yes.
It's the Parliament buildings. It's Terry Fox. It's Gabriel Leroy and Emily Stowe, who got the women's vote 60 years ago. We are just Canadian. When you look at this movement, you should see Montreal, Quebec, you should see Victoria, BC, and Whistler, the Calgary Stampede, and the Canal.
Have you seen footage from the other cities yet?
Oh my God.
I haven't seen the footage yet. I'm hearing big things about Montreal. I'm hearing Montreal was crazy.
Montreal was
Maybe I live in Montreal, man. I came to the wrong place.
No, you can't.
I heard Montreal. No, this was amazing. I'm joking.
I'm glad.
But Montreal.
I wanted to meet you in person. I admire you, the club. And that's an endorsement for the club.
All right, so I want to, man, I can't wait for the next one. Congrats on the success. I'm going to say one thing about the Muslim community I noticed today. I saw so many Muslims wrapped in the Canadian flag today, and I saw none of those counter-protesters wrapped in any Canadian flags today.
Pride flag. Let's call it.
It was only pride flags.
Yes, absolutely.
So I have nothing but love.
Too. It's not just the regular. It's the pedophilia flag.
Sure.
Not the original pride flag. Let me just make this clear. But
you can't call all the gay people pedophiles.
Yes. No, I was talking about the pride flag.
They're not all pedophiles. They're not all pedophiles. Right. I think it's unfair to
There's a lot of
the pedophiles to say they're all. Like,
No. The ones that were carried the pedophilia flag. I was talking about.
What is the pedophilia flag?
It's different than the pride flag. So the pride flag, again, we're not looking. I've had gay subordinates. They're Canadians. We're not looking to oppress you. We're certainly not looking to bring any violence on you. You're Canadians. What we're saying to you is hands off our kids. It's very simple, yet it's so complex, right?
It's a beautiful day. The turnout was amazing, and it was a great representation of Canada today, I thought, especially on the Leave Our Kids. It was a demographic, black, white, Muslim, black. It was like everyone represented here on this side, and it was beautiful to see.
Absolutely. And again, like the plaid, you're looking at it, you got your bird's eye view. What I'm trying to do is unite Canada from coast to coast. Was there some gay people in the protest? Possibly. We're not going to tell you, oh, you're gay, you can't be here, right? No,
Why
they're
not?
coming, and
We're just, I think this protest wasn't
it. Agree to disagree. That's all.
Yeah, but is this protest about gay, or is this protest about like the woke indoctrination in the schools?
Did you see the counter protest that was down here?
Yes.
This morning? So this protest was for Canadian families and the liberation of Canada's children.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to trust Canada's parents to
parent Canada's children. And so this protest that you saw down here, what was it, another Pride Fest? So you got Pride Day, Pride Week, Pride Month, Pride Year, Pride flags. I drank a Pride iced tea. My wife was laughing. Love is love on it. I didn't even know. Pride banking apps. And now you want to take the family protest and make it Pride too? No. It's just a Canadian flag. It's a Canadian initiative. It's a peaceful one. We're not looking to oppress you, but also you need to accept other opinions.
What
In
did
my
you,
head,
what
there's
did-
one male and one female. In your head, maybe 500 pronouns. I disagree with you, but I respect your views. This is what Canada's all about.
What did you think when you first saw the Ottawa police bringing horses here today?
They called me a pedophile because of the T-shirt I'm wearing. That's peaceful.
Okay.
When the
so-
person next to you spat in my face, that's peaceful.
Okay. So
When the
again,
person next to
you were coming and you were bumping into everybody, including myself.
Thanks for the super chat.
And then you were walking. No. So I want.
Okay, so, and then he turns the camera off. Okay, so, overall, it's been a great day. And you saw, I ran unedited, right? Front to back here in my town. And you saw what happened. People were sitting there saying, I love you on both sides, hugging. Really, it was amazing. Here, we're seeing some incidents. Have to keep it in perspective with something as big as this, of course, and you're going to get some people disagreeing on the street. But when you consider the numbers of people, the size of the entire protest nationwide, incidents were very few and far between. So very encouraging in that respect. Now you're seeing some people did have some negative experiences. I think maybe even on both sides. But it's a success. It is a big win for parental rights, for the freedom movement, for the populist political side, for the PPC, for the CPC, conservatives in Canada. And yes, I think this is a little bit of a reset here politically. I think the political landscape has changed a bit today. I think this does send a pretty strong message back to the neoliberals in Canada and maybe even in other countries as well. Very, very interesting day today. Beautiful outside, Wednesday, huge crowds in all these cities: Montreal, Vancouver, London, Ontario, Toronto, Windsor, Chatham, Kent, Edmonton, Calgary, cities in the Maritimes, all over Canada. They came out. People came out in force. And the counter protests just didn't really quite seem to come together. Certainly not in the way that those 100+ union leaders on that Zoom call earlier this week said that it was going to come together, nor did the negative side come together today that the callers into our show last night suggested that it was going to. That just didn't happen either, did it? So that's also very positive. Now, we do have more things coming up this week, and there is that First Nations protest up on Parliament Hill as well. And in fact, maybe I have that for you. I think maybe we do. I was looking for the link to the feed from up there earlier. Hang on, I think I have it. Perhaps not. that in there. I'll have to go in here to grab it. So, yeah, I mean, just really generally, overall, very positive, great day. And I think that that surprised a lot of people. I think the size of the crowd definitely surprised people. There it is. So this is the Assembly of Chiefs on Parliament Hill. Here we go. Let's pick this up. They're protesting over there. It's a different protest. This is about Bill C-53. Here we go. Yeah, right there. And okay.
I'd now like to call upon Chief Elwood Zastry from Manitoba, Regional Chief of Manitoba, to say a few words. Chief.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank the Creator for giving us this wonderful day, for having us all together. I come here on behalf of Cindy Woodhouse, Regional Chief. She's up in New York right now doing business for us on the United Nations. So I'm representing her. I'm from Wesquacy Peak First Nations in Manitoba. I came down here to make this trip to support the Ontario Chiefs because the same things happen to us in Manitoba. And we have to stop this. This is our land. This is our territory. For too long, people have been taking our lands. They took our lands when they first came here, and now we got these people taking the same thing that they did, and we're not going to let it happen. First Nations are the original people of territory commonly known as Canada. Our rights to self-determination encompasses land, water, resources rights. Our rights to sustain ourselves and thrive from the lands and the waters precede Canada and the United Nations itself. Nevertheless, our inherent rights as people and nations have been affirmed by Canada and the United Nations. Our inherent rights as the first peoples and the nations of this land to sustain ourselves and to prosper from our traditional lands, waters and territories encompass virtually all of Canada's apart from the Inuit territories. Bill C-53 is not compliant with 35 of the Constitution Act, 1982, nor the UN Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People of Canada, international treaties with the First Nation. If Bill 53 is passed, would violate the First Nations right under the Constitution, under the international law. It would be grave injustice for Canada to enact on this bill and violate our collective rights while simultaneously failing to respect First Nations inherent sovereignty and jurisdictions which precede and supersede all others. There are many objectionable aspects to this bill, starting with objective purpose, which is to sustain the rights to First Nation and those claiming the Métis identity. And let us remember that Métis would never exist without First Nations in the first place. Section 7 of Bill C-52 makes it clear by subjecting all First Nations rights affirmed by legislation, including those in the Federal UN Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous Peoples of Bill C-53. But make no mistake, Section 7 is not only a problem with this bill. We wish actual Métis people no ill. However, there are certain facts of life. Métis rights, even those who are true Métis, cannot supersede the rights of First Nation. Any claim to lands or self-government in relations to lands, waters, or resources in Canada made by anyone claiming Métis identity are necessarily superseded by the rights of First Nations who have inherited rights literally dating to the time immemorial, meaning First Nations rights to land, water, resources, and hold as humans' memory and existence in this territory and precedes the history of all other people. There is another development problem that must be addressed. That is increasing number of fraudulent claims to nationhood and Métis identity in different parts of Canada. There are pretendians who claim to be Métis and Indigenous identity is fraudulent. That is not grounded in any proper sense for what people or nations is. There are individuals likewise claiming the collective identity and rights that are not to claim. Membership in the nations is not established by genealogy or DNA testing finding one Indigenous ancestor. 8 generations back, a Canadian with a grandmother who was French citizen. Generation back cannot go to France and claim French citizenship. This is not how the nationhood works. Phony so-called Métis claim are rising in BC, Ontario, Quebec, and other places in Canada. Addition to individual pretendians and pretend Métis. This is not a problem the Crown can ignore any longer. And Bill C-53 will absolutely aggravate the problem while violating an undetermined First Nations collective rights and title. First Nations fought hard over the entire history of Canada to secure affirmation and protection to our collective rights and title as people and nations in Canada and internationally. We will not stand by while tries to undetermine and take away those rights for their own benefits without our consent. We do not consent to Bill C-53. We will fight and we will respect, we will fight and we will accept all Parliament's support to us in this position. Right now in Manitoba, we're dealing with the same problem. We have lands that are TLE selection that we claim, and the Métis are holding on to our lands that now they want us to go to the Métis and ask them for permission to use our own lands, which is absolutely not right. I will never go to the Métis and ask them for a piece of land. And I stand here today in front of all our First Nations people to stick with each other right across Canada. Because this is for us. But a lot of us are getting older. We're not going to be here. We're going to be in the spirit world, but we're going to have our children, our grandchildren, sure that we have this land, it is their land. We got to understand that to help each other. I'd like to thank all of you for listening to me, and I love the city of Ottawa. It's a beautiful year. You guys got a nice territory, and I love you guys all. Thank you.
I'd like to call upon Elder Claudette.
Okay. And I think that kind of gives you a nice, concise idea of what the issue is surrounding Bill C-53, which we've talked about on this show and UNDRIP. And as I said a long time ago, this is exactly kind of playing out the way that I said it would, with the exception, of course, that we haven't seen any of the negativity. We saw it on the show last night. But for various reasons, that stuff has been pushed over there and was not a factor today. Now, we do have the rest of the week still ahead of us. And I think that protest on Parliament Hill over Bill C-53, I think that continues. I don't think they're going anywhere. So I'm not sure exactly what to expect there tomorrow. Maybe we'll see them back on the Hill. But they're still up there this afternoon. And I'm going to sign off because we've been coast to coast today with coverage of this Million March for Children. And we picked up some great streams. Thank you to Leo for coming on, doing the live hit, for providing footage. Thank you to everybody that I spoke to in the park today We got great comments down there. Fantastic footage. And thanks to all the other streamers who have been out there working hard, keeping everybody informed, and keeping the powers that be honest by providing straight up live footage, an alternative to mainstream media, again, just like we did during the convoy, the original Freedom Convoy, where we were here streaming. We had all these other streamers out there providing real-time footage of everything going on. Now, you can't be everywhere. We have seen that there was some friction today. Context is always important. Some of the footage we're going to get in the hours ahead and in tomorrow, I'm sure that stuff is going to be edited. You're going to see some selective footage circulating. But of course, that becomes very funneled in, very, condensed and focused. And that, it's when you start to edit and then string stuff together, the perspective changes, right? Because you're seeing, problem. But as you saw today from the live streams that we ran, from the coverage that we provided, the vast majority of the day, like 99%, 98, 99% peaceful. People coming together. Things were looking really good today. And for that, I am very grateful. So let's bail out of this. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to try to get myself together, and hopefully we'll see all you guys back here at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our regular nightly broadcast. Just a reminder that you can support the channel. If you like what we do here and you want to keep us on the air and doing what we do, you can donate at maverickdonations.com, and you can also donate at freedomreporters.com. Helps us cover the bills. And thanks to those people who called in on the phone today earlier as well. I know they actually went a little bit above and beyond to just find the number to call in and participate. So that's appreciated as well. And I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me all day long. We've now been on the air over 6 straight hours. So it is time for me to take a break. I have to get rejuvenated because I'll be back here in less than 2 hours with our regularly scheduled programming right here on the Maverick News Channel. Thank you guys. Catch you on the flip side.
This has been a Maverick Multimedia production.